Good morning. My name is Michael Mitchell, and I'm a native of San Diego, having been born and raised in Logan Heights. It's a pleasure to be with you today. With more than 35 years experience in corrections and law enforcement, I know the huge financial cost of the death penalty and just how harmful it is to personal and public safety. That is why I'm so pleased to be here today. I am very glad that the Safe California Act will definitely be on the November 2012 ballot. There is no question that voters across our state are ready. And this truly is a historic accomplishment, because Californians will have the first ever chance to replace the death penalty and put it into its intolerable risk and exorbitant costs. We will have the first ever chance to choose effective crime prevention over a symbolic gesture. We will be able to shift to strategies that work so that we can put more rapists and murderers behind bars forever, but without the risk of executing an innocent person. I think about that risk often because it's all too real. The speakers here today have made that much clearer than I could. I am not the only person in law enforcement that thinks this way. Over 100 current and former law enforcement officials, prosecutors, judges, and corrections officers have publicly signed a statement opposing the death penalty. Each one of them supports an effective alternative: life in prison without the possibility of parole. The Safe California Act also ensures that death row inmates will work. Right now, 1% of death row inmates work in prison. The Safe California Act will hold accountable and mandate that inmates help victims' family by paying victims' restitution. Many people don't know that the death penalty costs us more money than life without the possibility of parole. Many just don't know about the extra $100,000 a year in housing for inmates on death row, and that is per inmate. Or the $1 billion in the next 5 years that we'll spend on the death penalty at a time when we are cutting funding for schools and teachers. Meanwhile, a shocking 46% of homicides in this state, along with 56% of rapes in this state, go unsolved each year. That is wrong. Wrong for the victims, their families, and for all the future victims that we abandon. I believe the best way to protect our children, our neighbors, our communities, is to utilize the money we have been spending on an ineffective system to solve crimes, to keep police on the streets, and to find the guilty and bring them to justice. That's what Safe California does. It is simple. It removes capital punishment as the harshest penalty and leaves life without parole, requires all individuals serving life without possibility of parole to work while they're incarcerated for their entire life, and to pay restitution to the Victims' Compensation Fund. It allows $100 million to be set aside for 3 years to solve unsolved homicides and unsolved rapes in this state. That is an approach that will prevent crime. That will keep our families safer. And today we have 800,000 names that prove that voters are ready to take a long, hard look at the death penalty. California is ready to support the Safe California Act. It is time for us to be safe and replace the death penalty. Thank you.